welcome to the channel. My name is Annalisa, and today I am doing the Honest Booktuber Tag because I was tagged in it by Claudia from Spinster's Library. I didn't have to look it up, I just had to think about it, okay? That's what happened in the jump cut. Also, apologies if I do a lot of scooting back and forth in front of my new video background. I just got it finished yesterday, and even though I did film a whole video about it, I am still very excited about it, so I might try to show you all the bits that are behind me. And I'm also wearing makeup for not the first, for like the third time ever in a video. So I can feel it on my face and I can taste it and smell it, and it's a little uncomfortable, but it was kind of fun and I feel fancy. So let's actually get started now. So the Honest Booktuber Tag was started by a booktuber named Harriet Rosie, who will be linked below along with Spinster's Library. And there are 10 questions. The first one is, have you ever lied about reading a book? And I don't think I have. Let me see if I can find a casual way to hold this. I don't think I have intentionally. Sometimes I think I've read a book and I haven't, or occasionally. It does depend on what your definition of having read a book is, because I will say I've read a book if I've read a significant enough portion to DNF it. Like, a lot of people won't consider that they've read a book if they've DNF'd it, but I consider I've read a book if I've read enough of it to have formed an opinion. And usually if I DNF a book, I have formed an opinion, a negative opinion. 2, have you ever avoided a book because of controversy around the content or author? And sometimes, like for example, the Steve Bones City of Ashes, whatever series those are a part of. I haven't read those yet, even though I got them for cheap at a library sale once, because I just really wasn't sure, because people seem to really like them or really not like them, and sometimes those controversial books aren't really for me. Although obviously, can you see them in here? Yeah. These people tend to hate or love, and I mostly love them. I don't read that many super popular books, so it usually doesn't come up. But controversy as opposed to just strong opinions, well, for one thing, lately there have been a few that I haven't had the chance to read because there was controversy around them, because a bunch of books got pulled in like early 2019 because people got upset about supposed cultural appropriation and some other issues, and the books just got pulled instead of being published and being, you know, judged by the general public. They were judged by Twitter opinions, so that was kind of frustrating. But if I hear that an author is like, the thing that offends me most is someone who has assaulted someone, or who has somehow sexually taken advantage of someone, as was apparently an issue in Kidlit recently-ish. Those are the things that will automatically be like, okay, definitely not gonna bother with those books. But I haven't actually heard that about any authors that I was intending to read. As for content, sometimes people will say that there's sexist content in something when it was, the author was portraying sexism but not taking part in it. Or if they have like a male hero who, for example, rescues, where is that book? I don't think you can see it, it's up here. Rescues a girl from a fire and carries her out. People thought that was sexist, and I just thought that was, I mean, I don't think it's demeaning to be rescued under most any circumstances. I think if the female character had been portrayed as being a helpless person all the time, that would have been bad. But so usually I like to, if it's a book that I'm intending to read or that I have already read and didn't think it was sexist and somebody says that it is, I usually look over what they actually said and what the context actually was, what the content actually was, and decide for myself. But if somebody like post the actual content and I can see that, wow, that was sexist, I'm not going to read that. But usually I don't do it just because of hearsay. Usually I want to see it for myself. 3, have you ever been sent a book for free and not disclosed it? Well, I thought I hadn't because I didn't do it on purpose, but when I thought about this, when I got tagged, I thought, oh crap, I did do that. So then I went back and edited the video description in question and changed it so that I did say that I got this book for free. And that was Don't Look Away. Don't Look Away. And it was in my top 5 spooky reads for Halloween video. I had forgotten at the time that it was I remembered it was an indie author, but I had forgotten that I got that one for free. I actually sign up to get quite a few free books from indie authors because I want to help out indie authors and review books for them. But a lot of times, like 99% of the time, except during Indie December, I don't end up reviewing those books because they're bad. By the time I got around to reviewing that one, because I'd read it quite a while before, I'd forgotten that I got it for free. But now it's been disclosed, so it's fine. But thus far, no one has ever reached out and asked me to review their books. I always go to them because I am very small. So, but most people are quite happy to give you their books if you request them for free. I mean, if you request them for review. Most indie authors, because they have no following and would like anything. And the ones that I don't like, I don't review on here, but I do review them on Amazon, so I am doing what they asked me to. Let me see, have I ever bought a book with no intention of reading it? I don't think so. Look at my shelves again. These are most of my books. I have some more books, but these are most of my books, so they help me think a lot. I mean, I buy a lot of them with no intention of reading them immediately. Do you like my sticker? But I usually intend to get around to them at some point. So no, I don't think so. 5, have you ever got caught up in booktube drama? No, not booktube drama. In fact, booktubers who do drama, if I ever see them post a video and it's like YouTube will recommend to me drama-y YouTube videos, I will immediately blacklist that person because I don't like people who engage in drama. Just stop. Ignore the irritating people and watch the nice people. That's how it works. You don't need to trash talk other people. And you can just tell from the thumbnail and the title that they're doing it for views, and I hate the whole drama for views thing. It galls me a lot. So no, I've never had a part in YouTube drama, booktube drama. I have had a small part in Twitter drama, in that I slightly commented on it, but not directly. Like I like subtweeted about it with some other people. I didn't subtweet it. I subtweeted in the comment about it. And this also kind of links back to the controversy question, because the woman who wrote Children of Blood and Bone, when Nora Roberts, who, if you've watched this channel much, you know is one of my favorite authors, and is quite an old author and has published over 200 books and has a very large following. One of her new books called Just of Blood and Bone, I think. Tommy? Adeyemi? Starts with a T and then Adeyemi. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. I am sorry about that. Even though I don't like you, I'm not purposely butchering your name. She decided to call out Nora Roberts on Twitter for copying her title and trying to, what was specifically she said, I hate it when artists try to leech off I hate it when an artist makes something original and someone else tries to leech off their success. Something very similar to that. And clearly having no idea how much more of a big deal than Nora Roberts is. And Nora Roberts is also not very present on Twitter or other social medias. She's kind of a reclusive author, but it really hurt her feelings because she feels like she's being attacked and she doesn't have a way to respond because she doesn't like to engage on Twitter and stuff. So she did a blog post about it. the biggest deal was that after doing this very stupid thing, the author of Children of Blood and Bone didn't take down the original tweet when Nora Roberts asked her to. She admits she retweeted the original tweet with a quote tweet that was, the author has contacted me privately and I now believe she did not copy off of me. But Nora Roberts in a later blog post said that she had asked her to take down the original tweet and that she wouldn't do it. Another booktuber I follow commented on it just on her own Twitter. I don't think it was a reply to any of Adeyemi's tweets. She was talking about how unkind it was, and I talked back and forth with her a little bit about it because we are both big Nora Roberts fans. And so after that, both of us talked and decided together that neither of us, even though we had kind of been interested in reading Children of Blood and Bone because it was a big deal on Twitter and Instagram and BookTube, we decided, no, she's a jerk. We don't want to support her. And also, she admitted she was wrong, but she didn't apologize. She never said she apologized. Didn't take it down or apologize. Just said that she now believes differently, which was just not how you treat people when you've done something wrong. Anyway, 6. Have you ever had a hate comment and did you respond? Yes, I have had 2 whole hate comments, which is actually fairly impressive, I think, for a channel my size. And they were both on feminist videos, obviously. And it was just some random black man, apparently, who is a sexist and likes to talk down to women who are talking about feminist issues. My good friend who tagged me in this, Spencer's Library, actually responded to it and told him off a little bit, and that made me feel justified in my original feeling, which was kind of like, why did you say that? And then this same guy commented again on another of my feminist videos later on, and I just ignored him. If he wants to up my analytics, that's fine by me. But then we have 7. Have you ever made a video just because you knew it'd get views? And for this one, I'm going to say no, but I have timed videos in ways that I thought would help get them more views, and I have titled videos in clickbaity sort of ways, such as I did a video when my channel first came to be, and this video was called Why I Will Never Read Harry Potter, or something like that, and the implication is that I have some really super negative opinion on either the books or the author, and I don't. It's a very simple reason, and it is that I don't like character death, and it hurts my soul and makes my depression worse, so I don't read books that have a lot of character death. And I could have titled the video something like, Why I Don't Read Books with Character Death, but I decided to specifically talk about Harry Potter because 1, it has a lot of character death, and 2, because it's a very popular book series that people would be upset if I didn't like, and also that people have been upset that I didn't like. And it was somewhat also a response to a lot of people who are kind of judgy of me when I'm in book circles. I'm trying to talk to them about books, and I'm perfectly willing to talk about Harry Potter, but when it comes around to admitting that I've never read the books and only watched the movies, they judge me. And it's like, and I explained in that video why you can still talk to me about Harry Potter even though I haven't read the books. It's okay. I bought this book, Court of Frost and Starlight, right away when it first came out because I knew there would be a lot of interest in the book right away because the series is quite popular, so I thought if I could get out a review video quite quickly after it came out, that might help that video a lot. It didn't. 8. If you could go back to the beginning of your channel, would you do anything differently? And again, not really. And I really didn't do anything stupid back then, I don't think. Like, I didn't try to engage in drama, which I would have regretted. Like, I worked pretty hard on those videos, and I think I did a good job, so I don't really regret anything. 9. Are there any channels you wish you could be more like? Yes, definitely. One of them would be Spencer's Library. A lot of booktubers, I will only watch some of their videos because eventually, but I watch every single one of Claudia's videos because I don't know, the way she phrases things and the intonations of her voice, and her sense of humor just really click with me, and I enjoy listening to her talk no matter what the subject is, and I would like it if I could be that for other people. And then also Jean Bookish Thoughts, who has a big following that I would also like, but also I really like the way she does her videos. For one thing, she is a classics expert, and so a lot of her reviews are informed by that information, and she does a lot of videos specifically comparing newer books to classics or talking about classics and talking about myth retelling and stuff like that, and I would really like to have the knowledge background to be able to do stuff like that. Speaking of which, Claudia also is pursuing a big degree, I think a doctorate or a PhD, I think in music of the early 1800s. I'm not sure exactly, but that period of history at least, and she seems to particularly be studying music from what she said in a recent video. So it might be a thing in common of people who are studying for PhDs just have a lot of information and interest in really in-depth thinking and stuff like that I appreciate, so that might be why. But I'm a little too tired to do a whole lot of researching, but I could read some more nonfiction, so that might help with that. Another booktuber, Nicole Pierman, is really good at inventing tags, and I just invented my own tag a couple of weeks ago that I filmed. Nicole Pierman is really good at coming up with tags, and I've done a few of her tags, so I would like to be able to come up with tags as well as she does. And number 10, what is something you love about your channel? I think one of the things I love is the variety. For one thing, my channel is both an art and a books channel, so I have people who are book people watch my art videos, and my art friends also watch my book videos, so it like feels really cool to like bridge those two communities. And also the variety in the stuff I read, because I read a lot of fantasy, but because I've been engaged in this community, I've been reading more stuff outside my comfort zone. I've been reading, since I started this channel, I've been reading a lot of nonfiction, which I used to hardly ever do, and I've been reading some sci-fi, although my shelves are very much still filled with fantasy, but this is nonfiction, and I've just, because I've been wanting to make videos that are interesting and have a variety of stuff in them, I have read more outside of my comfort zone, and so I end up finding new things that I actually like a lot that I would never have tried before. And also within the fantasy genre even, I feel like I read a lot of variety because I read across the age groups. I read adult, YA, and MG. So I feel like I am able to recommend books for a variety of interests. Like up here I have what should be classified as NA even though it's called YA. Some NA, some, I think this would be probably YA, I believe the girl's 17, and then a bunch of MG, and then really dark for all ages basically. Harriet Rosie tags so many people, but the Honest Booktuber Tag has been done so much, I'm quite late to the party, that I have no way of knowing if any of my friends have already been tagged or not. I'll put some tags in the description like I usually do, but open to everyone who has not done this tag, who has not been tagged to do this tag. You can say I did. I tag all of you, but I will shout out a few people particularly down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!